Hold on. Hold on. Crap.
Heather wants the dance party to
I
continue. She
wanted the
wasn't ready to
dance
finish
to
that.
continue. I was trying to get this live on my page. I gotta make sure. Um, and I think I'm gonna do that watch party thing again too, because that was fun. Hey guys, how are you doing? Start this off so I can concentrate.
I'm having a hard time concentrating when Heather's still continuing the dance party. Well, we're super excited to talk about a few different things today and of course just hopefully bring a smile to your face. And that's really the whole intention of us doing this weekly show is to just really have something positive and hopefully something enriching in some way and really just bring you into our world of silliness for just a moment because really this is what life in our household is like. Toddlers on the run causing chaos, random music dance parties, lots of technical difficulties, and I think that's pretty much life in our world in a
Yes,
nutshell. And a lot of animals too.
too many animals. In fact, last night after the chaos of, not chaos, actually, just the emotional and everything of Ola having to go back to Poland last minute, and then the earthquake, just little things that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
I forgot to medicate one of our horses. We're just doing like a routine yearly thing. And so I had to go out. It was like midnight, and I'm feeding my horse grain. So it's always an adventure.
So, yeah, just having a world of chaos around us and trying to create some structure within it. That's one of the things that we want to talk about today is just the surroundings that we set ourselves up for and things that we've learned along the way because clearly we like to invite lack of structure or just a little bit of chaos and learning how to structure that a little bit and just do little things around our house or little things just with each other to
Wait,
help.
is that an earthquake? Is that an earthquake?
Oh, another one.
Another one?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Just kidding, it's April Fool's. I actually I hate April Fools, but as I just thought I'd shake the table.
Better call her dad.
Better call my dad. No. Um. So this lady, I forgot her name. I need to look her up. I friended her on Facebook though, but my friend shared her video. It was so funny. I will put the link in the comments on the TVN on the live stream page because she was hilarious.
Yeah, it was just some lady in Idaho who
Who was
is in the
doing
middle of a live video.
she was like selling something like skincare or something.
And yeah, then earthquake happened and it was pretty hilarious. And she
She was
finished the video
awesome.
by saying that she needed to go call her dad.
She's gone viral. It's been shared like over 3,000 times now. It's pretty
That's pretty
awesome.
loud.
So I want to be her,
Yeah.
or
Anyway,
at least
now
her
that we
friend.
have stable surroundings,
Stable
no
surroundings,
earthquake,
no earthquakes, stability.
we wanted to just share a couple things that have helped us or just some pointers. And I think especially where
And
we're,
some things we're working on.
oh yeah,
Because actually, like 90% of these things I'm not good at.
yeah, and
But I'm going to share
not
with
to
you.
agree and throw Heather under the bus, but we're both still working on a lot of things because structure has always been a challenge for us because I think we just have so many passions and so many things that we love to do that we really tend to lack drawing boundary lines and really recreate our environment to help structure it towards the things that we want instead of inviting chaos. And so that's kind of the theme and where we're in a spot where we've been kind of not only us personally, but I think globally, we've all been upended a little bit with our surroundings and out of routine. And now we're kind of starting to form habits again for being at home or sheltered in place or whatever the case may be for where you're at. Um, Now is a great time to really just kind of reevaluate some of our little microenvironment things to help set us up for success, not only like in our personal health, but just
Yeah.
happiness and well-being and where we're so socially
I
isolated
mean, I can
too.
tell you right now, I guess I should look at you guys when I say this. I've really been affected by everything going on. And even, as a teacher, but as a mother, you've got to like put up the strong face and just kind of show that you're grounded and everything's going to be okay. And I didn't want anything to affect our children. Ola, down to Scotty, like I didn't want any of them to feel any fear. But the evening hits and everybody's asleep except for like Josh and I, or even just me, and I would just cry because like it's stressful. It's not something I'm going to hide. In the long run, because this has been scary. And so focusing on just figuring out our surroundings. Speaking of, I have to segue because I don't want to forget. But Ola, hi, honey. She's watching right now, which is really exciting.
Back from Poland.
I know. And she just said, "What did you guys do with the kids? They're so quiet."
For now.
Yes.
It may not last long.
Scotty's sleeping. Unless there's
Yeah.
another earthquake that wakes him up. Oh wait, we just had one and nothing happened. That's good. He's asleep. And then Afton is in our room. We kind of restricted any iPad use until now. So that way she's in her room and she's doing the abcmouse.com.
Some learning games.
It cost
It's cute.
something. I don't even know what it was. But I did like a trial run and I absolutely love it. If you need anything, pre-K, kindergarten, I think up through second grade, it's incredible. And even Scotty was like doing some of this stuff, and she can completely run it herself, and she's excited about getting tickets, like these little tickets that she wins.
And they've been using PBS Kids a lot too. That's another one where they have some free resources and they have a subscription too. And I think those two things have been awesome for kids. And just hearing Afton say that she wants to have learning time and do those things, it's really cute.
We didn't even use that word. It must be something.
Maybe Brenda does. Or...
Yeah, I don't know, but she's learning right now. So Ola, Afton's learning.
That's why the kids are quiet. And Scott's asleep. That's why we have slightly less chaos right now.
Yeah. Okay.
For the time being.
So to the surroundings. I'm going to read something.
Just while Heather finds her spot in which... Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
Awesome book. Go. Will doesn't work, and one of the main is just we can't use motivation and willpower as a short-term muscle. And really, how we find success is by making small changes in our environment with what propels us forward. So it's not so much about just having the motivation or willpower to reach goals or whatever changes you're wanting to make, but really just setting up your environment and your surroundings with your physical environment and your social environment too. And so we're going to touch on kind of a couple different areas of that.
Yeah. So I'm going to kind of do, I'm very extroverted. In fact, I was telling Josh last night, we were talking to two of our really, really dear friends that are also coaches. I was time with them, and I was talking about how I think I'm maybe so extroverted that I'm actually introverted, but like wearing an extroverted costume. I don't know. It might be. Maybe I don't know. We did that pretty in-depth personality test, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm extroverted. So I'm going to kind of cover more of like the social surroundings, or lack thereof that we have. So for those of us who are extroverted, it's pretty hard. And then Josh is going to cover more of the surroundings of physical elements that are close to us and stuff, right? Environment. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about optimizing your relationships. I have a little quote. It says, relationships are critical to everything we do in life. We are hardwired to be social. And our sense of connection, belonging, and attachment to other people is one of the most fundamental of all human needs. This connection not only serves us on our journey to health and well-being, but is essential in living a longer, healthier life. People that lack these fundamental human relationships of companionship, and connection are at a 45% greater risk of dying earlier. And where did that come from? Oh, they cited that somewhere. But I love that because it's totally true. In the parade we did for Ola, her send-off parade on, what night was that? Monday night?
Yeah.
Was it Monday night?
Hmm.
You guys, and it is March 32nd. Um, but
Or 97th, for still say.
97. But during that send off, not only was it sad because she was leaving, and that's the only way we could do a party for her was to do that parade. Thank you again, Amanda Ray, for the amazing idea.
Yeah,
But also, I got really emotional just because we hadn't seen those
so
family
many
members. We
people.
haven't, I mean, luckily we have an amazing family, and I have a husband that I can touch and love, and and we're both very um,
Kinesthetic and
kinesthetic, so that's really nice. It would be really awful. Um, Maybe say my last marriage. Um, that would be a horrible quarantine. Oh God. Anyway, um,
in the raw, uncut Heather today.
but like
I'm no
that,
kidding, that's every
yeah.
day.
But like that would be hard. And so, and I think about people who maybe live alone. But like, so as the parade's going by and I'm watching my mom and my stepmom and my in-laws and my sister and nieces and nephews and sister and brothers-in-laws and everybody and friends
And former
and
students
former
and friends of
students,
Ola's, and
yeah,
oh my gosh.
driving by, and I got really choked up because I was like, God, I want to hug all these people and I want to connect with them and I want to feel that. But instead, it's like, at least I can see them now. It's not just, social media, but it was just like a
Yeah.
hi, as they drove by. And that was really hard. So I can see how you have a 45% chance of dying earlier if you don't have those
Well, yeah,
connections.
and as humans, we're so yeah, we crave connection in some capacity,
Yeah.
whether it's the physical touch of just wanting to be close to our friends and family, like how Heather and I feel, or just the face-to-face interaction and the conversation and that meaningful um, conversation piece, or
Yeah.
just the community environment of like being in a church or being at a school and just being surrounded by people too. I think it's just so many different elements that a lot of us are missing right now, and not feeling that
Hmm.
connection.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump to, I think I'm gonna rearrange the way I was doing this. I'm gonna do this next. I kind of did a little research.
And
You're
Kelly,
welcome. This is what I learned. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, Kelly, you're spot on. Just the five different love languages, and I love that book. I've gone through it a couple times too, and yeah, just figuring out what those modes are for you and what you most connect with, because we all connect with those five different love languages differently, and we have some that prioritize others. But yeah, just figuring out ways to feel that love and connection in one of those capacities, I think that's really important. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
like that, Kelly.
yeah, I like that a lot, Kelly. And I'm glad that I have a husband who's read that. Because Lord knows I don't read. So, but I did. I did some research for you guys. I was in my master's program for almost a whole year before I quit, and I learned how to research. Um, but I have a list. I wrote it down since our internet connection has been so bad, so I didn't have to be like plugged into anything else. But I'm gonna go through. I think I took down 26, a totally random number, of ways to socially stay connected and create a healthy environment and surrounding for you during this time.
Just ideas. Don't feel like you need to tackle all 26 at the same time. Just pick something that connects with you.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, this is, we have probably another 26 days of quarantine, so, just do one every day. I don't know. I will type these up, and I'll shoot them in the comments on all of the different, because I'm sharing live on our page, it's also live on Jeff's page, and then it's on the TVpbn live network page if you guys want to go to that. And then it's also, I'm doing the share party, which is what I'm reading comments off of, the watch party, which I think is really fun. I still need to research what that is. But speaking of, that is one of suggestions on here, was a watch party type of thing. I don't remember where it is on my list, but
We'll find it when you get there.
Yeah, like that one of the suggestions was going on to Netflix and kind of planning on watching a movie all at the same time. And then afterwards getting on like a FaceTime or a Zoom and just talking about the movie like you would if you would have gone
Yeah.
to the movie theaters
There's a
together.
lot of platforms that are offering those types of things right now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So my first one is to stay connected, especially if you live alone or you're empty nesters, and your kids are spread out, or you don't have kids, and so it's just you and your spouse, that you're still connecting with. What's funny about that? Are you still thinking about my comment about my
Yeah, that
ex?
and
Oh,
just imagining if it was just you and me and how crazy our conversations and silliness would get
that
because
is true.
usually we have the
Our
kids to distract us from
Yes, our
being
kids
like this
interrupt
all the
the.
time. So,
It's true. Well, thank you, Tasha. She said this is such a great topic.
oh, good.
You're welcome. It was my idea. Um, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, number two is to celebrate. Um, like doing Zoom meeting or just writing birthday for you. And what I've learned too is if you turn on your Google Calendar, it has a Facebook birthdays calendar that you can put on there because Facebook only lets you see the birthdays from the past 3 days. But if you like sync your Google with your Facebook birthday calendar, you can go back and see everybody's
Mhm.
birthdays from like you could say, hey, I'm gonna wish everybody a happy belated birthday for the last 6 months. It's a way to connect anyway. Happy belated half birthday from
3 months
six
ago
months
it was
ago.
Christmas. I hope it was great.
Celebrate, like celebrate. Think about somebody who's maybe recently got married or got engaged, or just send out a message because I think
Hmm.
it's really important to stay connected, to show people that they matter because everyone matters. And we all believe that, but we don't always show it. And social media has really taken away from that.
Hmm.
So celebrate people. Just and like, okay, that parade that we did still, I'm still on cloud nine. Well, I hope you're still watching. We just love you so much.
And for who don't know what the parade was or maybe didn't see the video, what we ended up having was our sister-in-law said that she wanted to do a drive-by and just say hi to Ola from a distance and just wave and um
Pause. And I had seen, like, literally 4 minutes before she sent that mass text message out, I had seen on Facebook that some elementary teachers had done that. Like, or it was,
they were just driving through
um,
a neighborhood saying
yeah,
hi to the
Chelsea
kids.
Ashworth, if any of you guys know her. She is a former, um, her husband is a former student of mine, and then she's like really good friends with Josh's little sister. So we are connected. But anyway, I saw that in her neighborhood in like Utah, the teachers had done like a drive-by parade in the neighborhood just to let those elementary kids know that they still exist, right? Because this is scary, I think, for
Hmm.
that age group. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And so I tagged Josh and his principal in it. And then Amanda sent that text. It was like meant to be. Okay. So Amanda sent the text, go.
Well, and then we just Heather and Amanda invited a bunch of our family members and Ola's friends to just be a part of it. And so we just set a time and said meet down at the end of the street and do a little caravan drive by parade and wave and say hi to Ola. And a bunch of them decided to decorate their cars and make posters and have streamers and some little gifts for Ola that a lot of them said that they sanitized first as they drove by. They said, "Don't worry, we washed all this before throwing it to you and everything." And it was just really cute to see
Mm-hmm.
how full everybody was and how unique each person's message was, and it just made it so special for her and so special for us. But it really just showed us kind of that reminder, like Heather said, that we're really missing that connection right now, and just to even see those people that we're used to seeing on a regular basis and being able to hug and have dinner with, to have to just wave at them driving by and to have that just be
But it
so
was still
meaningful for
better.
us.
Yeah,
Oh my
it
gosh, it
was
was
way better
awesome.
than just that, talking on the phone or seeing somebody over
Hmm.
the internet. So if you
Right.
want to drive by our house and wave,
Yeah, we would love that.
just call. We'll be home.
We could bring the kids
Yeah,
within
seriously.
reason.
Well, yeah, within like 45-mile radius. Okay, we'll go
Maybe
to.
we should bring a llama and a goat too.
Oh my God, that would be so funny.
Actually, Heather had that suggestion to me the other day. She said, "How fun would that be just our neighborhood to invite some of our neighbors to make like a neighborhood parade?" And Heather said that she could ride her horse through the neighborhood, and the kids
Josh
and I
could,
could be on bikes or something, and invite anybody else to come. So that might be a fun thing for you to set up with your neighborhood or just some friends nearby too, and have some
yeah. And
in-person connection that way.
no hate commenting on here. So, if you don't agree with it, just don't say anything. Okay. No,
And
I'm
we're
just
we're
kidding.
tr
But I
we're
mean,
trying to give reasonable suggestions, but obviously
yeah.
take that with
Because I mean, of
discernment
course,
and
with the
the healthy
yeah,
suggestions
like
that
with the
our
parade,
states are
you
giving
gotta
us.
be staying 6 feet apart and all that kind of stuff. But really, honestly, if you've never been in a parade, believe me, you're 6 feet apart from like, well, I do horse stuff, so of course we're always 6 feet apart. You can easily do. I just think that would be fun, just doing
Hmm.
something like that, even if it's just like our family. I mean,
Yeah.
a couple friends, ride my horses, and we'll lead a llama and some goats and have a heyday. So. Um,
Heyday.
I'm only on number two. Oh, heyday. Hay. I'm only on number three, Josh. I gotta
Okay,
hurry.
go
Okay,
faster. I'll
I'll
stop
go
interrupting.
faster. Yeah, you do your other one, and I do this one. Okay. Number three is workouts. I need to. Gosh, I've been saying I was going to do yoga for the last 7 months.
No, it's not for lack of time.
I know, it's stupid. Okay, yoga. If anyone wants to join me, just message me and say I did yoga, and I'll give you a high five because I don't really know if I'm going to do it, but I'm gonna try.
I'm sure a lot of our groups or a lot of our friends have groups that they're involved in, and maybe
Yeah,
send you some ideas if you really want to do that.
that's true. I just need to do it. Okay. Number four is just happy hours. And I lumped that because I read a bunch of stuff like coffee meetup. Like we had a Zoom for our health coaching yesterday or Monday. I don't remember,
It was Monday.
but that was pretty awesome. And
Yeah, it was really
it
cool.
was like
Just a coffee
going
date.
out a coffee date, but it was really just like connecting.
Hmm.
Um, I want to set up so that we actually do a Zoom meeting where we all eat dinner, like with Josh's family and with my family, just to have dinner together. Coffees. Another person had mentioned like their choir did a meetup. So, and this is actually after Linda Schmidt, if you watch this, this is after I suggested it for Essential Jazz to do. But they did a choir meetup, and it's not, they didn't sing because you can't sing over Zoom or really any of those live platforms because it's obviously internet connections are a mess. But that
But
was cool too. It's just connecting because it's
hmm
all about connection. Um, then number five was being neighborly, and I loved this one. Having like when the weather is nice, have dinner in your driveway, meaning like sit in your driveway and eat your meal as a family together so that when people are walking by, you can like say hi. And it's another way of hi often. It's another way of just connecting. Um, and I just thought that was kind of a cool idea. So lunch or dinner, just eat in your driveway and say hi to people as they walk by. Number six, teach something. Like do a video if you're scared of Facebook Live. I'm obviously not, but if you are, you could just record a video. Will you talk to her real
hmm
quick? Um, and see it doesn't last long. Um, and then you could post it later. But like, do you crochet or sew, or are you like just a really good cook? Like, video yourself making a meal and share it with your friends. Or maybe you are a yoga instructor, send me your videos. um, but anything like that, please. Sorry, Josh, where is the microphone? So I hope this isn't too loud. Um, but just try to teach something to somebody. Like maybe I'll go out and I don't know, ride my horse and show you something I've learned. So, um, number seven, volunteer. Volunteer through a social network. So maybe really focus on promoting a page like the Humane Society, just an organization that you really believe in. Help them raise money, help them get donations, something like that. Number eight, uh, Parking lot meetups, that's been a popular thing. So, you drive to a parking lot that tends to not be very full, and, maybe you have coffee with your friends or lunch or something, or just talk. It's just, again, just really practicing that social distancing. And I know that it's a stay-at-home order, so we want to stay at home as much as possible. We also have to remember that we need to stay sane, and 40% of our longevity is connection with people. Number 9, make future plans. Maybe, so something that I think was really heartbreaking for all of us is that, Josh and I had a really busy April and May. We were going to the Bahamas for health coaching. It was an incentive trip, and we had planned on taking Ola to Hawaii, and we were going to go to the Oregon coast, and Ola was Lagoon with all of her exchange friends. I mean, we had lots of different um, things planned, and they all got canceled. So instead of stewing about it, we are going to make future plans. We're going to just reconnect that, and it's going to be amazing. Number 10, and I love this one, electronic play dates for your kids. So Ainsley, maybe I'll be connecting with you so Bridger and Afton can talk to each other. Maybe we could do like I don't know, what's that called where you dance with your kids?
Just Dance.
Just Dance. By the way, that should be on my list.
I love Just Dance.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute because it'll fit into something else. Number 11, book clubs. Any of my clients, past clients, Josh's clients, or you want to become a client, let us know. But I'm going to do a book club with my mom. She's going to lead it, and we're going to do it on the healthy habits. So kind of what we're doing with these, but a more in-depth reading using our literature, the educational materials we have for healthy living, and it's going to be really amazing. So if you want to be in on that, please throw it in the comments or shoot me a message. Number 12 I thought was interesting. It was sending letters, because for us it would be really nice to get physically handwritten letters. Like Ola left us a letter in our mailbox yesterday. Oh, and that was so amazing. But there's a sanitary thing, and that's why I'm being cautious about it. I don't know, spray it with Lysol instead of perfume. People use spray perfume. Spray with Lysol or something. I don't know. So if that's a bad idea, then don't do it. But I actually kind of thought that was a neat idea, even if it's just sending postcards or, I'm sure our mail people are using, their whatever they have to do. But and it dies within, don't quote me, but isn't it 10 hours or something on paper? I don't remember. All I know is that plastic was the one that was the longest to stay on. But I really like that. But I'm hesitant about that one, but I liked that.
I was thinking about those this morning too, that around Veterans Day and Memorial Day, veterans get letters, and how cool would it be for healthcare professionals in your world that to get some letters
that's cool.
of gratitude right now.
Yeah.
That's one thing I was thinking about doing, that we have a lot of friends that are
all the people who are on those front lines
responders right now, and so everything that's going on. And how cool would it be for some of them to get some letters, either physical letters if there's a safe way to do that right now, or digitally or something like that.
Number 13 was reconnect with those you haven't for a long time. Maybe your high school has a page for your graduating class. I know I went through and friended every single person on there, and I've reconnected with some people. That's been really fun. People who, and I hate to say it like this, but people who I didn't remember. But then once I start connecting with them, I'm like, holy cow, and just remembering the stories, that's been so fun. And oh my gosh, I need to start reading these. My 17-year-old has perfect electronic play dates. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Oh, has perfected electronic play dates. That's awesome. Paige, I love you. God, we love you. You are the funniest person ever.
I want to have a play date with Paige.
Me too. Paige, let's have a play date. And then Tasha says electronic play dates is how my kids are socializing right now, but that's a teenager thing. Yeah, but I think we could do it with toddlers. So, okay. Reconnect with those. Okay, yeah. So reconnect for a long time. 14, game night. You could do that, or just at home. If it's just two of you, you can only play charades together so many times. But
Speaking of, we taught Afton how to play charades the other day,
oh
and
my God, she is funny.
that might actually be a really fun Facebook Live or something to
Yeah.
do. Is
Yeah, let's do that.
That'd be really funny.
She is so
So
freaking
if you need
hilarious.
a laugh,
We'll do that.
Afton doing charades is just about
Hmm.
the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, but I was trying to figure out how to do, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but how to play Cards Against Humanity with like that would be really funny, but you'd have to like show your cards or something. Oh, you could private message them your cards and then they can anyway. Okay, crafts. That's kind of like a given, like just being, you know,
Easter
you
right around the
could,
corner. There's so
yeah,
many fun seasonal things they can
and
still
just
continue
Google
to
it.
do.
It's
Yeah,
everywhere.
or Pinterest.
Yeah, and you're gonna have some of those supplies at home so you don't even have to go, you know, and if you can't find cotton balls, just go clean out your bathroom. That's what I did. All of a sudden I had cotton balls. So, let's see, family time. Number 16 was family time. Of course, that's important, and we're all trying to focus on that, and that's like a whole nother topic. But just some of those family time, spending good quality family time. Number 17, share your favorite movies, podcasts, network with friends. So just on Facebook, just kind of share some of that kind of stuff and connect with people. You might find out that your best friend's best friend is a Dexter fan, just like you are. Um, I loved that show. Don't judge me. Let's see. Join Facebook groups. If you haven't ever, like you love corgis, just type on Facebook corgi groups and it's gonna blow up and those are so fun.
I'm in some
Josh
border collie
joined,
groups and they're so
yeah,
awesome.
Josh joined a stay-at-home dads group last year. They are bar none the funniest people.
Yeah, I'm in several stay-at-home dad
Oh my
groups,
God, they're
and
funny.
oh my gosh, yeah,
My stay-at-home mom groups are
they're so
like okay. There's
what
some funny stuff, but man, those stay-at-home dads are wild.
most of them are wildly inappropriate, but they're absolutely
Yeah.
hysterical too.
So that's a good way just to connect with people. Number 19, uh, download that All Trails app. My friend Stephanie Honnell just was telling me about that, and then I read about it on a couple different while I was researching my master's program research skills. And that was cool because we don't shame me. I'm so thankful we did it on Sunday. We took Ola to Hard Trigger Trail System, which is a canyon out in the Wahi Mountains, and with the horses, and it was breathtakingly amazing. I will post those pictures because and videos. It was incredible, and it was the most perfect day. It was like drizzly, but it didn't rain while we were riding, and so then like the cloud, it was so perfect. And it was beautiful. And she had used that All Trails app, and I'll show you guys the route we took because she sent me that, and that was just really cool. And there's lots of things for that. So, and the reason why I said don't shame me is like the horse community has been really weird about trail riding because a lot of people are saying that we shouldn't, even though we're allowed to like go. Does that mean that we're not being recorded anymore?
No, we're still.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So, anyway, so the horse people, just were saying that like we shouldn't trailer out really because, you know, we're having to not social distance by like needing to stop and get fuel for our vehicles. And we need, you know, what happens if we got hurt? Then we're taking away the first responders from people with COVID, you know, and I get it, but we still have to live and our animals still need to be exercised. And that trail ride with Ola was just priceless. So I'm okay with it.
I think everyone's perception of just what we can do for our
Hmm.
own responsibilities is gonna
It's
vary
so
a little
varied.
bit, but yeah, obviously we want to be responsible and safe and
Yeah.
respectful of
And
the
I want to
situation.
say
And
we are 95% at home. So that 5% that we're going out grocery store, fuel and horseback riding and mountain biking and
most of the time it's just out in our backyard and not driving anywhere.
oh yeah. 21 gratitude. Call people.
Just let them know you're thinking about them.
Yes. be grateful for people and share hope and gratitude. Number two, uh, 22, sorry, connect with coworkers that you used to work with. Think about those people in the cubicles next to you that you never talked to. Um, yeah, talk to those coworkers because they're missing you. Even the annoying ones, you're missing them. So shoot them a text.
Maybe we were the annoying ones.
Well, when I worked at Bora, I was all by them in like island all by myself, and the site was like a treat. People were like, "Oh my God, somebody older than 18." So, businesses. 23. Connect with some businesses. Help out those local businesses. Grocery shopping. If you have like a more of like a market that you think that you could visit, that would be good. But especially gift cards, yeah. Those restaurants. I know Lee's Candy on Vista was just saying that like Mother's Day and Easter and Valentine's Day are like their biggest times of the year, and they're really hurting. And that place has been around for like 7 years. I'm on 40 years, I don't know, but a long time. And so you should do that. And try something new. I don't even know what that means, but try something new.
Yoga?
Like yoga. No, I taught yoga in college. It's just been 20 years. Number 25. Oh, I already kind of said this, but create a 1, 5, and 10-year plan. And 26, get outside, plant a garden. I'm going to show you. Oh, I brought one of our daffodils in. These are my favorite kinds of flowers because they look like they're kissing. They're pretty cute. Those are my 26 things. There's probably a gazillion more. I'm gonna just breeze through this.
Just share some of your ideas with us too, because this is again just sharing what hopeful ideas we can to bring some positivity to your world.
And I liked there's just some tips. So when you are online and like if there's ever like a conversation that kind of like gets heightened or controversy, and I've been having to use this lately, we have a phrase that we use that's stop, challenge, choose. And so, you know, if you find yourself kind of like in a Facebook fight or something, or you see something, just because we're, or any kind of negative experience, in general. But yeah, people get pretty nasty on social media. And since we're really kind of focused on social media right now because there's not a whole lot of other ways of connecting, here's a couple things we can do. Immediately sense your breathing. Take some deep breaths in and exhale through your mouth. Feel that hot energy cool down before you speak or act. Open your water bottle slowly and take a drink before speaking. Think of how your response can improve your health before choosing. Count to 10 before responding. Got to use that a lot with toddlers. Sleep on it before responding. Can't do that with toddlers. Get a better night's sleep. I can work on that. Smile and be appreciative even if you don't agree. And be courteous and desire growth when challenged. I liked those. So I had some other stuff to share, but I've been on for like 48,000 minutes. So why don't you share your, only 39 minutes. Go ahead and share yours. So Josh has, I'm going to talk less and.
Well, just that last thing. That
yes, Josh, you get 30 seconds.
Between a cue of some trigger and your response to it. So anytime you can create that gap, really can help you to just not only feel aware and just really choose your response more carefully, but it's really empowering to, instead of just being so reactive, to really be more purposeful and intentional. And so I think that's kind of the main idea there. So if you are pillaging the pantry looking for snacks, thinking and just pause and think, okay, do I really need this? Or or you can stop seconds and, you know, is this something that I really need or you want? Or like Heather said, if you're in some trivial social media dispute or interacting with a toddler that's being ornery, whatever the case may be, just any time that you can create that just even small gap between the cue and the response is really where that magic happens.
Yeah.
And so some of the surrounding tips I was going to give are kind of to that effect too. But speaking of pillaging pantries, you can really take this opportunity while you're at home to clean out some junk food or even expired food or some of those things that are just taking up unnecessary space or may lead to unnecessary calories or unnecessary added weight during this time. I heard somebody say the other day that they're trying to avoid the quarantine 15, kind of like the the freshman 15. So I'm hopeful that people are trying to choose health as much as they can during this time because it's not only stressful, but it's just too easy when you have your fridge and your pantry that close by and when people are kind of stressed and panicked buying a lot of junk stuff. So feel free to throw those things away. Normally, I would say
Or you,
donate them to people in need, but right now, just with again and things like that, you just
you're
want
right,
to
you're right.
be cautious. And so if it's expired, toss it, or
Yeah.
make some treats for your kids and put them up out of reach so it's harder to get to or behind healthier choices. So you have to actually create that gap again between instead of having a bowl of M&Ms on the counter, having it sealed and behind things and out of your reach. So it takes more steps for you to get it and to again create that gap between the cue and response. Keeping things measured and precise, so using measuring cups and measuring spoons and keeping those out instead of just eyeballing it and putting a bunch of oil into something, actually measuring some ounce. Switching up what you're eating on, so instead of using a 9-inch plate, use a 6-inch plate so you're more aware of your portion controls. Or again, where we're in the situation where we're at home, instead of just having an open bag of something and eating directly out of that, taking out a portion's amount and putting it on something.
I need to do that more often.
And I'm not trying to stick digs at you in any way.
Just don't make popcorn. It's healthy.
Well, it can be.
Yeah. If you don't eat 12 cups
Or salted.
or salted, shh, no, that's a secret.
Not to throw Heather under the bus, but the last time she made popcorn,
I did not.
she put
That
so much
was,
salt that there was
you
a
had
cloud
to have
of
just,
salt
you
everywhere.
had to have just gotten, you were in a bad location. Anyway,
Just
go
one
on.
time.
Look, which one are you
I
on?
took one
You're
bite
on
and
number
I felt like
4.
I just walked
Place
through
a
the
roll of
desert.
dental floss. Talk about that. Oh no, switch to eating off. That number 3.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. So
Yes, Kelly, you get 2 plates. No, you don't, actually. You eating for 2 does not mean you're eating for 2.
2 and a peanut.
Yeah, 2 and a peanut. Speaking of, I forgot I was going to talk about this, so I don't want to forget.
Another just reminder things that you can do around the house is moving your floss next to your toothbrush so you remember to floss, or if you use like a water flosser or water pick or things like that to just set that visual cue to remember to do some of those things, or setting out hand sanitizer next to the soap or just more areas around the house just to remind yourself to be doing those things. You can check batteries in your smoke detectors right now. That's another great thing to do. I just replaced
And
the
in
filter in our furnace.
your gas ones, since we just had an earthquake, just in case there's a gas line that's cracked.
Yeah, so Heather saw some people posting that, especially in Idaho and the surrounding area, if you have an earthquake around you, then one of the things to check is your water lines and gas lines and just make sure that you don't see any leaks that way too. And I'm sure there's a lot of other ways to test that that you could Google that we're clearly not experts on. But right now, since we're kind of stuck at home, this one doesn't apply as much. But once the quarantine is lifted and you're able to eat out more, try to limit it instead of going right back to eating out really frequently. Just being with trying to eat at home as much as you can and being aware of what you're cooking and your measurements. And trying to, I know I mentioned the expired food thing already, but just making sure that you know how long food lasts. And so on foodsafety.gov, there's actually some great resources with some printable charts that you can have that like show the shelf life of a lot of common items and just strategies for making sure that you're keeping things safe right now. Installing some brighter light bulbs in your kitchen and dining room diminish your hunger a little bit more. So dim lighting tends to lead us to hunger and snacking more, and especially like after the sun goes down and more lights are off in the house and things like that. So keeping bright light helps to diminish that. And I didn't mean to sling a dagger your way by looking at you when I said that, but I just know that you've mentioned it a few times.
Good thing our couch is comfy.
And, that other atmosphere thing too, if in your kitchen or dining room you can use blues or whites for paint, that helps limit the hunger too. Reds and yellows lead to having more of an appetite, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of restaurant logos are made out of red and yellow chains, because it sparks, those lead to that. So blues and whites tend to lead away from that. Using different spices instead of salt. So kind of like Heather was saying, trying something new. Be a little bit more adventurous with your spices too. So instead of having salt and pepper being your only go-tos, and try pulling something out that you haven't used in a while and experiment a little bit. Have some fun in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Spice it up.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Good job. Look at how much more concise you are. And I tried not to talk during yours. So.
I think I just interrupted a lot in yours.
Yeah, you did. That's okay. You're sleeping on the couch. One thing that we exchanged son, Leo, from last year, is this, and just because I think this is something fun for your family to do. I don't even care how old your kids are, or if it's just you and a spouse, or if it's just you by yourself. Go out and buy.
Not necessarily go out and buy it, or
don't go out and,
to
yes, this actually was shipped to us by Amazon. We started out with this bag that we got at Fred Meyer. Actually, Leo bought it last year, and Scotty loves it. But it's kinetic sand, and it's, even if you just wanted to like purge and watch some videos of people play sand, it's actually really amazing. It like is amazing. It's like this magnetic-y type sand stuff, but it really does.
It's just really
it acts as sand. And
things,
these colored ones that we just got a couple days ago actually came with these like little, their containers, which is like Play-Doh, are actually shaped like castles. Oh, I did a job. But anyway, that's an example. And they're really cute though. This came with like 12 colors or something ridiculous like that. Not that many, 8 maybe. I took out the pink one because it's my favorite, but it's cool. So there's an idea of something to do. I just wanted
something tactile, something creative, anything that you can build and create right now.
And I wanted a prop. This is the only thing I could think of besides Play-Doh. And it's something that we didn't know about until we had kids, actually, until we had a 16-year-old boy in our house.
Then I started playing with it more than the kids did.
Yeah. And then my best friend was like, oh my God, I love to watch videos of people with kinetic sand and they cut it and it's just mesmerizing. So try that. Oh, maybe you couldn't see my, could you guys not see this? Well, crap. I just heard that maybe you guys couldn't see this. Anyways, kinetic sand. And dang it. See, look, that's a little castle. Look, it's got a little doorway. Cute.
Scott's favorite thing to do with it is just to hold it up in one hand and the other, and he says waterfall, and he just lets it like slowly drip down.
Yeah.
He says waterfall.
And that's how we get him to put it away. We're like, big waterfall, and like
waterfall into the bag.
For this bag, it's like big waterfall. Shh, don't talk about all the dog hair in this.
Well, like when it strings and connects, it looks like spider webs. It's cool.
Yeah. Anyway. But, I kind of think that's all we have for you. It was an hour, which we only expected it to be like 15 minutes. Just kidding. But that's what happens when you get two talkative teachers.
Kids are actually quiet for a little bit.
Yeah, this has actually been really entertaining just to us. Like, we don't.
I don't even know if anybody else is watching.
Nobody's watching. Well, no, there are people.
There
are.
Even if people weren't watching, it'd be entertaining for us
Yeah.
to just sit here and talk.
Ooh, I wanted to end with this because Tasha, I think. Oh crap, my phone just died. I hope my watch party didn't just end. But anyway, Tasha said to for the breathing, breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and out for 6. We did this in choir a lot. Actually, my students, yeah, when they would lead some breathing exercises, it is a great relaxation. So I just want us to do that together. We're going to take 2. We're just going to do 2 breaths together. So we're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and out for 6. One more time. Hold for 4, and out. See, don't you all feel better? Awesome.
Practice it 6 feet away from other people. Outside the household. Not today, Corona.
Gross.
I'm already on the couch. I may as well have fun.
Okay. I really do think that was it. Oh, you know what I did want to do? If you're watching right now, like the 2 people who maybe are watching, could you go to the actual site that this is broadcasting from? Facebook.com/T TVpbn. Okay, do that. Go to that site. I'm sorry, I can't spell things out loud. I have to write them down. But so go there. I just want you to put a comment. I want to see comments pop up on our screen. I just want to see something. I meant to do this at the beginning. Can somebody do that for me? My phone died, so I have no idea anything. I just want to see somebody's comment. Anybody who's stuck with us.
My friend Jeff, who puts these together, he said that there's a way for us to live see comments pop on while we're.
But I'm also, yeah, which is really
Which is
awesome.
fun.
But I'm also sharing this on my page, and I forgot to tag you, but I'll go back and tag you. And so I'm also sharing this on those pages. I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun just to drag some people over to his page, and I want to kind of see some comments pop up. Hey, Josh, go to my Facebook page on your phone real quick. Oh, I have a dog coming up for her. I'm not grooming. Don't worry.
Tell the story.
Go to my page.
While I'm doing this, you should tell a joke.
Oh, who knows what joke I'm going to say? Only if some former students are watching. Anyone? One comment. It didn't pop up on your screen. How do you catch a unique rabbit? Unique up on it! Ooh. I hope I'm saying your name right. Nitin? It says happy. I love it. I love it. Happy. Definitely be happy. I just wanted to see if the watch party was still going. Sure is. Oh, unique up on it. Good job, Paige. I hope you. I don't remember if I said the follow-up. So, okay. So Paige. So how do you catch a unique rabbit? Unique. You're right.
And how do you catch a tame rabbit?
And how do you catch a tame rabbit? Come on, guys. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me or how do you catch a tame rabbit? 3, 2,
Anticipation's killing me.
tame way! You sneak up on it. Those are the only 2 jokes I can actually remember. I have a really horrible memory. Let's see here. Oh, good. Ooh, Paige, we scared your dog by breathing like that. He thinks something's up now. You have a very sensitive dog. How did that dog act during that earthquake yesterday? Did you guys feel that much? I'm curious. Down below us there. Um, oh, Paige just said you don't have to. It's tame. Well, kind of tame way. Unique up on it. It could have been a trick question. Anyway, you guys, we really appreciate you. Um, we really enjoy connection and connecting with people, and that's obviously why we're doing this. And it just so happened that I started kind of spearheading this with Jeff back in January, and then all of this happened, and it was just perfect timing. So we love you. Stay healthy. Be well. Surround yourself with joy. That's why I married you. You're joy. I love you.
I'll keep my joy on the couch.
On the couch. Okay. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Love you.